Hey friends and welcome. My name is Dr. Heather Carden. I'm coming to you from my kitchen here in Kansas City and super excited to be here with you on this Friday. If you saw my story post, my meals or my better meals got delivered today. I thought today I'd actually take a moment just to walk through my refrigerator. My family is all gone, which means all my four sons have gone back to their places of residence for the year. I have one lives out of state, one is deployed, two are back at college. My husband, Dr. Ralph, is out hunting for the weekend. I even boarded my dog for a few days so I could get some things done. And my better meals got delivered. You might be thinking, what is a better meal? But I can tell you through 25 years of practicing, one of the main stumbling or hurdling blocks I get from patients is I can't figure out how to eat. I can't figure out portion sizes. I can't figure out how to balance things out. I print tons and tons of papers, say pick a protein, pick a couple of greens, and pick a couple of fats. It still is just such a hard concept for people because they're used to driving through, they're used to going out to eating, and when you go out to eat, you get these huge, big meals. I mean, boys love to go out to eat Mexican because you get all those chips and salsa before the unlimited chips and salsa. You go to some of those hamburger places and unlimited fries before you get to come, before your entree comes, or you have unlimited drinks before your meals come, or they're used to going to pizza places and you get these huge big pizzas that are way too much serving size for people, like are used to driving through and getting the extra value meals. So anyway, long story short, we are generally an overfed society. We eat way too larger portion sizes. So what I do love, and I've tried many of those home delivery meals. If you've tried a home delivery meal service, put that down below, whether it's Blue Apron or it's Factor, one of the other ones. What I have found is I was opening a lot of containers of little sauces, taking a lot of time to prep, a lot of reading. So I ended up just actually opening up everything and throwing it into a pan, or leaving half of the carbs out because it came with rice or quinoa or some couscous, something else I end up not wanting to eat. They generally tasted pretty good. The meat was fresh, but it was a lot of time, a lot of prep, and I found it was just easier to go to the store because I want to keep things simple. Because again, one of the things I hear all the time from my patients is I can't figure out how to eat. And oftentimes when you're used to overfeeding yourself or having a larger serving size, you feel like, I want a snack afterwards, or I'm used to eating at night, or when do I stop? Like, what's enough? And people are so ingrained of how many grams of this should I have? How many ounces of this should I have? And I don't know where that started because, our ancestors didn't weigh anything. They didn't have a scale. They didn't have measuring cups. They didn't read ounces. There weren't ingredients. They just simply ate. But I am excited about this. I think I showed you last week. I am in the beta testing group for some of these better meals. If you've ever read the Ketogenic Bible, these meals are formulated by the two doctors that actually wrote the Ketogenic Bible. They're not 100% ketogenic, but they do give you an idea of portion sizing. Our stomach should be eating around a 400 to 500 calorie meal. Women who are trying to lose weight, 350 to 400 calories is a proper meal serving size, depending on where they're coming from. And what I do like about these better meals, I was actually going to show you stuff from my house. I'm going to do that too. I'm going to show you what's in my better meal box, which came today, which is right here. I'm going to show you just some things that I grabbed to eat at home too. Again, keeping it super simple. I like this because it actually tells you the breakdown of what's inside there, how many carbohydrates, how many fats, how many proteins, so you get an idea of what a proper serving size should be. So I love for people to try these, eat them, and then stop. Just stop and see 20 minutes later if you feel full, if you feel satisfied, how you feel 2 or 3 hours later, if your blood sugar is balanced, if you still have energy, or if you have that crash that you normally have after you eat your lunch, if you eat a sandwich or a wrap or a piece of pizza, or maybe a salad that has a whole bunch of sugary dressing, or maybe you used to go into like Panera to have a great Cobb salad, but you get the roll on the side or the muffin on the side. So you think you're eating all these greens and then you end up having this on the side. So I'm reading, Anne-Marie says, hello from Melbourne. Hello from across the pond. Fit Foods, which is low carb, high protein. So I haven't tried those, but I will definitely look into those. I try to look into a whole bunch of stuff before I actually start talking, but I've tried some of those home delivery meals because again, I want to teach people easy things. I use Evolve Chef here in Overland Park. They're an amazing kitchen here. They make their own homemade bone broth. I used them before Prove It even launched. They've helped us with low carb KC. They have paleo meals, keto meals, Mediterranean meals. They even have kombucha on tap, but those meal price points are about the same. Again, farm to table concept. So let's just dig into here. And then I did pull out a bunch of stuff from my pantry just to help people understand it. This is a single serving size of Brussels sprouts. Somebody's like, man, that's not very many. I thought I could have all you could eat Brussels sprouts. Well, no, not really, because Brussels sprouts is in the third category of glycemic index for vegetables. So they're as high as a carrot or spaghetti squash or a yam. So Brussels sprouts are not unlimited. They still have some carbohydrates, but got a serving of that. I also am going to do some baking tomorrow with my friend Pam if it doesn't snow too much in Kansas City. I'm going to do some mini waffles, but I'm going to make them dairy-free. I'm getting to my better meals. So I did grab some Daiya cheese, which is made out of tapioca, some konjac root, so it is dairy-free. Also, they have Soyco, which is not made from soy. It is a dairy-free or vegan mozzarella cheese. They have all sorts of cheese, but it's a potato starch, and also it has konjac and tapioca as well, but it melts just like it. And I'm also going to use cream cheese out of cashews. So this is a brand that has all dairy free, so it's no cow milk. It's all out of cashews and almonds. So this is a cream cheese I'll use tomorrow in my mini waffle maker. So let's talk about the meals I have in my box. And I'm so excited. My husband, we call him Recycling Ralph. His name is Ralph. We call him Ralph the Recycler because he's adamant about recycling. The meals come in a box like this. I did open this up. This is one of the snack options. If you plant your gardens, these are recycling. You can actually do your seed starts in these. So if you plant, these are great. You can keep these. You can do your seed starts in these. If you have a grow light in your basement, or you can actually start your plants right now because we know we're just a few weeks out from springtime here. So this is considered a snack option. It comes with a dip if you want to use that. Has some amazing Maricom almonds. It had some snap peas in here, which I already ate. Sorry about that, folks. And then it has lovely antibiotic-free, hormone-free chicken. You can eat it hot, you can eat it cold. So just an idea of macros on what that would be. 480 calories. 480 calories. It had some snap peas. I'll actually grab another one out of here. I'll wait till I get the bottom. So it had some snap peas. So that was 31 grams of fat, 13 carbs, 6 of those are fibers, and 39 grams of protein. 39 grams of protein. That's all you need. I think people think they need like 15 chicken wings. They need like 15 meatballs. They need like a 16-ounce steak. 39 grams of protein. Of course, you're going to get some protein in the almonds, and that is a proper serving because you're getting, again, 31 grams of fat. So again, you don't need the whole container. And again, I love this because it teaches portion control, portion serving size, 500 calories. How long, what did I say, 480 calories. How long does it take you to burn 480 calories on a bike or on a treadmill? So this is a proper serving size. I love that. This is considered a snack. So what else is in there? And the great thing about the packing is that this is recycled jean material. So everything's recyclable in here. I don't have a great way for my camera. My O-ring doesn't seem to set up just right. I'm going to set it right here. So they do have a braised pork and chili verde. You can see that it says it's gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and it's 370 calories. This is 19 grams of fat. It is 22 carbs, but 8 is fiber, and then 30 grams of protein. It's got a green chili sauce, says that's where the carbs are coming from. So again, you can make it yourself, or you can heat this up in 3 to 5 minutes. You can put it in a pan, you can put it in an oven, but this, again, it's pretty heavy. This is a proper serving size for a lunch. And I got 2 of those. And then this is a green beef stroganoff with green beans, and you can see that is right around 500 calories. So that's 34 grams of fat, 17 total carbs, 4 dietary, and then 28 grams of protein. So definitely balance whether you're keto, low carb, paleo, that's gonna hit right inside those macros. Heather, so some people don't have the ability to order them yet. Put meals down below, and when it comes available, I'll help you post a link, or if you're with another Prove It promoter, ask them to help you with it. So I happen to be in the beta testing group, which got advantage to order those. I love the chili verde because it is dairy free, so I ordered several of those. Obviously, and my husband loved the beef stroganoff with the green beans, so he ordered a few of those. And then the chicken with broccoli with cream sauce, and so chicken and broccoli cauliflower with cream cheese sauce, 480 calories. That's 44 grams of protein, so quite a bit of protein. 12 grams of carbs, and 28 fat. So again, a great balance, a great amount of protein, 480 calories. That is a complete meal. People should feel super satisfied after having that. And then again, another one of those. Let me run over to my refrigerator. I put the snacks away in the other box. And it comes with 2 huge big blocks of ice pack in here. So it's super heavy. Move those over to the side. And I'm gonna grab a couple of other snack options, so stay tuned. So they're either gonna have a chicken, so this will have the chicken on the bottom like I showed you before, but again, some different type of almonds. This has a red hot chili sauce. I'll just open it up. This has got a red kind of Frank's hot chili sauce in there. It's got almonds again. Again, I think this is a great time for people to learn a serving size of what almonds are, or what you should be having proper serving size. And then it has some celery sticks in there. And these are considered a snack, but when I look at the macros, it's definitely a meal. So you could actually have it as a meal. 460 calories again, 35 protein, 11, and then 31 grams of fat. A couple of eggs in here. You're gonna see some peppers in here, if you can see that as well, and some almonds. And then this is going to have some string cheese in here. Again, a very high quality of string cheese in there. It's got kosher salt in there with the Green Goddess dressing. Many sweet peppers in there with some dry roasted almonds, and that's mozzarella cheese in there. So 400 calories, 22 grams of protein, 12 carbohydrates, and 31 fat. So a perfect ketogenic snack for a male. I probably split it in half if you're a female, so you have a 200 calorie snack. So that's what the meals look like. So what I was gonna show you for my house, because people say all the time, how do you quickly grab something to go? Yes, they all are gluten-free. Right there, the seal, they have gluten-free right there. And then there's soy-free, which is super important. And this is no antibiotic and no hormone. In order to get those labels, they have to actually go through the process to get the labels. You can't just stick those on there without having anything. And then they're fresh, not frozen. You absolutely can freeze them afterwards for sure. If you want more information, just put meals down below and I can send you the information. And then the trays are decomposable. So you can actually put the trays, again, they'll compose in the trash can or in a waste. Or again, you can actually make plant starts in them if you want to. So I was gonna show a couple of quick things. Like, people say all the time, I just don't have time to go. And again, I can show my refrigerator. The boys cleaned it out. They went back to college. They took leftover frozen meat, leftover chicken, leftover hamburger, because that's what kids do in college. They load it up and they rob your house of stuff. But again, quick super snack. You saw some great balanced meals here, but when you're looking for things, how many grams of protein? Well, this is 7 ounces of salmon. People generally eat between 4.5 to 5 ounces, where some kippers, if you eat sardines, 5 ounces. So 7 ounces or 5 ounces. This could kind of be 2 servings, but then you want to grab some vegetables with it, whether you want to grab some celery, whether you want to grab some Brussels sprouts, or you want to grab some diced broccoli with it. Super easy to make a meal. Grab some ollies and make a fat. I know people say it's so hard. I hear this all the time. It's so hard. I just don't know what to eat. Grab a protein, just like they did here. They grab some chicken, grab some fat, which is your nuts, grab the greens, which is the celery, add some broccoli if you want. Or again, had a piece of frozen fish in the refrigerator. This is a beta testing phase. So as they open up to more people, you're gonna see they're gonna have more meal options. They're gonna have more snack options. Right now they have 8 options. So that will continue to open up as we get more feedback. So they're letting elite group of people beta test them. We give our feedback and want more dairy-free options, and then they're gonna have some more feedback. So again, just put food or info down, or put meals or food down below so I can keep that straight and help you know. But this again, 100 grams is about 3 ounces of fish. Again, grab a vegetable. I just grabbed what was up here. Or grab some celery and some nut butter. And grab yourself some fat. Or you could use the cashew cream cheese on top of your celery. This is your fat. You got some greens. And then again, you could even do some turkey sausage that are nitrate free. Keep it super simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it and make it a gourmet meal. But again, what I love is going to snow in Kansas City. My husband's gone. I think many of you know I'm kind of a new driver these last couple years. So I love that I have all these meals here. The boys are gone. I'm going to take a holiday from cooking. I've been cooking crazy since Thanksgiving as they've been coming in and out. We have 4 young men, if you don't know that, 19 to 27. And they come home and they expect mom to do the cooking or dad to do the barbecuing and smoking. But better yet, take this off the mom hat and think, gosh, I can have a break. I love having these to teach patients, this is proper serving size, this is proper serving control, because even if I give them a bag of almonds at the office or nuts and give a measuring cup and have them count out what a serving size is, we still go after the whole container of nuts, a whole container of macadamia nuts. Like my husband drove 6 hours to go hunting. It's very easy for him to stick his hand in the container of nuts and just keep eating all the time. It's really hard. And again, we go out to eat, we're not top portion serving size. We go to schools, we're not top portion serving size. You go to college, it's buffet, all you can eat. So this really helps us teach serving size. And when you eat food in a balanced proportion, your hunger hormones get more in touch with each other. They turn each other on and off. Your body gets more satisfied. Your energy is more satisfied because it's more completely satisfied. You don't have your insulin going up and down, your glucose going up and down, and you feel a lot more satisfied and you feel much better overall, whether it's just your day-to-day operation stuff, your brain fog, sleeping better, all that stuff really clears up once you get your blood sugar balanced out. So excited to share these with you. I did heat one up. Sorry for the funny video, guys. I did heat one up, I thought. Hold on one second. If you have questions, drop them down below. I am, hopefully, if it doesn't snow too much, Pam and I are going to do some cooking tomorrow. We're going to make some waffles that are going to be dairy-free. People are like, how do you do that? Well, you simply do it with the cheeses that I showed you. Okay, friends, I did heat one up, and I put the cover back on to show you. And, well, there it is. There it is. Okay, here we go. So this is, I generally have had the beef stroganoff, but this is the chicken that has the broccoli and the cauliflower, and it's got a little bit of cheese, so I'm gonna leave most of the cheese soft off. I don't do a lot of dairy. It is allergy for me, it's a pro-inflammatory. I definitely feel it when I eat dairy, but I'm excited to show this to you. Because the chicken, you know, I'm kind of picky about chicken. It doesn't have that fatty stuff on it. I don't feel like it has a really good tender or texture to it. The broccoli is not soggy. It's really al dente. I found, I've had this before, it's not mushy. It has a great flavor. The chicken isn't chewy like it's been microwaved 100 times. And it doesn't have all that fat on it. Again, just under 500 calories. 480, I should say. Again, we're at 44 grams of protein, 12 carbs, 3 is fiber from the broccoli and cauliflower, and then 28 grams of fat. And most of that fat's coming from the dairy. So thank you guys again for joining me. Yeah, Terry, you're gonna find a lot of people are overeating. That's why I generally have patients grab a measuring cup. So when you're thinking about 4 ounces of protein, I have patients grab a measuring cup because that's 4 ounces, 4 ounces of meat. Remember, this is 7 ounces of tuna or salmon. This is 5 ounces of meat. If you're gonna do hamburger, do 4 ounces after cook and drain. You get a better idea of what 4 ounces of meat really looks like. You know, like this is 3.5 ounces of fish. When you cook that, that's gonna actually get a lot smaller. Same thing when you're looking at like eggs. 1 egg is 1 ounce. You actually need 3 eggs for a serving size. A lot of people are over serving themselves, whether it's nuts, whether it's fats, whether it's protein. This is an amazing way to get a hold of really seeing where you are. I think when you do this for a couple weeks, then you're gonna see really when you're hungry, when you're full, what should really satisfy you. That's why I really encourage people not to drink water with meals, because water will overbloat your stomach, it'll stretch your stomach out. If you ever wonder how people get to be 5, 6, 7, 900 pounds, how they can possibly eat 12 to 15,000 calories a day is because your stomach can get overstretched and overstretched. That's why they can do surgeries and cut a large portion of their stomach off. And then what's left is a normal person's stomach size. That's why they go back to eating 800 to 1,000 calories to 1,200 calories in order to lose that excess weight, because they've overstretched their stomach. Well, if you're drinking a ton of water, like when you go out to a restaurant and then you eat a big meal, drinking water while you're eating a meal and then water afterwards, you're overstretching that stomach. It's kind of hard. You're changing the pH of your stomach. It's kind of hard for your stomach to say, gosh, I'm kind of waterlogged. It's a true thing. I need acid to break down the food, acid to break down the fat, and so you can be overstretching your stomach. So I do encourage people, in order to get those hunger hormones back in check, try not to drink water 30 minutes before eating, wait 30 minutes after eating, just so you have a true, really sense of when I'm hungry, when I'm full. And I'll show you a couple graphics about when you're eating more green leafy stuff. It does help fill up the stomach because there's fiber in there versus doing just a little bit of fat. So hopefully I brought some value here. Nancy, you want to measure probably after cooking with protein. So if it's protein before cooking, add a half an ounce because it usually reduces down. With vegetables, if you do spinach, 4 cups or 5 cups of raw spinach reduces down to about a half a cup to a cup of reduced spinach. So with above ground greens and lettuces, you can have 4 to 5 cups of greens. But when you look at things like broccoli, now this has been a diced broccoli or cauliflower, they're going to have the serving size on there. They say 3/4 of a cup. So that would be 3/4 of a cup raw on here. So I do encourage people not to microwave food. I think it breaks down the food. It neutralizes the nutritional value. So I know this is supposed to be a quick microwave, but I'd rather have people heat it up on top of the stove in a saucepan. Put a little bit extra fat in there if you need some more calories, or spray the pan a little bit. But again, I think going back to measuring a little bit will help get the serving size and put it on a plate so you visually see what you're eating. Again, nuts and fats are where people really get out of balance of what they should be. Where you look at olives and it says 1 olive serving size. 1 olive is a serving. Who eats just 1 olive? Really? Who does? And one is a serving size 1 olive. Fat is 2.5 grams of fat. So it's less than 1 carb, but again, serving size. So if you want to have 4 or 5 olives, just remember that's going to be about 60 calories. So I'm not trying to get you to count calories. I want you to be mindful of the calories and mindful of the size and portion size and mindful of how much you're putting in your stomach, because you can overeat it. So if you can eat a large pizza, you can eat 15 Taco Bell tacos, you can eat a double hamburger Whopper with fries, you've overstretched the fundus of your stomach. In order to get it to shrink back down, that's what intermittent fasting does. That's what a 24 fast does once a week. It resets and re-shrinks the stomach. So you're very welcome, Terry. Thank you for joining in. Debbie, thank you for joining in. Charity, thanks for joining in as well. You guys have an amazing weekend. I'm going to get this stuff in the fridge. I'm going to eat a little bit because time is getting underway. And then I'm going to get busy with some paperwork. You guys have an amazing day. Thanks again for joining me with my lovely mess here. And we'll be getting some cooking on tomorrow with my friend Pam. See you guys later. Bye-bye. And thanks for sharing.